Friends, every single day you think you're making your own decisions. What to say, what to feel, who to trust, what to ignore. But what if I told you most of these decisions aren't actually yours? They are being influenced silently by your brain's hidden patterns. Thousands of psychological studies have already decoded human behavior. But the problem is, they are written in complex language. In real life, it doesn't come with a manual. That's why, in today's video, I'm going to share 12 powerful psychological truths, which once you understand them, you will start noticing them everywhere. And more importantly, you'll start using them. 1. Your brain hates unfinished things. Have you ever noticed this? You start watching a series, and suddenly you have to finish it. Even if it's boring, or someone starts telling you a story and stops in the middle, your brain becomes restless. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain remembers unfinished tasks better than completed ones. That's why cliffhangers work. To be continued hooks you, and incomplete goals stress you out. Now, here's how this affects your real life. If you leave things unfinished, your mind stays occupied. Your stress increases. You feel mentally tired without doing much. But if you use this smartly, start your work with just 5 minutes effort. That's it. Your brain will want to complete it automatically. This is why starting is more powerful than motivation. 2. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. Think about the last time someone insulted you. You may not remember the exact words, but you remember the feeling. That's because emotions are stored deeper than logic. Your brain filters information, but emotions, they stick. That's why a kind person is remembered longer. A rude comment hurts for years. One good gesture can change a relationship. So if you want influence, don't focus only on being right. Focus on making people feel understood, respected, comfortable, because feelings create memory, and memory creates connection. 3. The more choices you have, the more confused you become. Sounds strange, right? More options equals better decisions? Wrong. Psychology calls this the paradox of choice. When you have too many options, your brain gets overwhelmed. Decision becomes stressful, and you often regret your choice. That's why you scroll Netflix for 30 minutes and watch nothing. You stand confused in a restaurant. You delay important decisions. But smart people do something different. They limit their options. Instead of asking, "What should I do?" they ask, "What are the top 2 choices?" Less confusion, faster decisions, more peace. 4. Your brain believes what you repeat. If you say something again and again, your brain starts accepting it as truth, even if it's false. This is called the illusion of truth effect. That's why negative self-talk becomes reality. Repeated lies start sounding true. Advertising works. If you keep saying, "I'm not confident," your brain will prove it. But if you start saying, "I'm improving," your brain will also find proof for that. So be careful, because your internal voice is not just talking, it's programming you. 5. People judge you within seconds. Before you even speak, before you explain yourself, before you show your skills, people have already formed an opinion about you. This is called thin slicing. Your body language, eye contact, facial expressions, energy, all send signals instantly. That's why first impressions matter so much. But here's the good news. You don't need to fake confidence. Just do 3 simple things. Stand straight. Make calm eye contact. Speak slightly slower. Your brain will feel confident, and others will believe it. 6. Your environment controls your behavior more than willpower. You think you lack discipline? Maybe not. Maybe your environment is controlling you. Example: junk food in front, you eat it. Phone near you, you check it. Bed nearby, you feel sleepy. Your brain always chooses the easiest option. So, instead of fighting willpower, change your environment. Want to study? Keep your phone in another room. Want to eat healthy? Don't keep junk at home. Want to work? Sit in a clean, dedicated space. Discipline is not about strength. It's about design. 7. People like you more when you make small mistakes. Sounds weird, but it's true. This is called the pratfall effect. When someone is perfect, they feel intimidating. But when they make a small mistake, they feel human, relatable, likable. That's why a small slip makes you more approachable. Over-perfection creates distance. Authenticity builds trust. So stop trying to be perfect. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with realness. 8. Your brain loves patterns even when they don't exist. Have you ever felt like, every time I try something, it fails? Or, this always happens to me. That's your brain creating patterns, even if they are not real. This is called pattern recognition bias. Your brain tries to make sense of randomness, but sometimes it creates false beliefs. Like, I'm unlucky. People always ignore me. Nothing works for me. The truth? It's not always a pattern. Sometimes it's just coincidence. So question your beliefs, because not every thought is truth. 9. When you focus on problems, they grow. Your brain works like a spotlight. Whatever you focus on, it amplifies. If you focus on stress, more stress, problems, more problems, fear, more fear. But if you shift focus to solutions, opportunities, actions, your brain starts working differently. This is why two people in the same situation experience completely different realities. Focus is not just attention, it's direction. 10. People trust familiarity more than quality. Why do you like certain songs after hearing them multiple times? Why do brands repeat ads again and again? Because of the mere exposure effect. The more you see something, the more comfortable it feels. And comfort feels like trust. That's why repetition builds liking. Familiar faces feel safer. Consistency increases influence. So, if you want to build trust, don't just be good. Be consistent. 11. Your energy is contagious. Have you ever noticed? One negative person can ruin the mood of a whole group, or one positive person can lift everyone up. That's emotional contagion. Humans unconsciously copy emotions, tone, energy. That's why stress spreads, laughter spreads, confidence spreads. So next time, instead of asking, why is everyone negative? Ask, what energy am I bringing? Because you're not just experiencing emotions, you're spreading them. 12. You become what you expect from yourself. This is one of the most powerful psychological truths. If you believe, I can't do this, your brain will find reasons to stop. If you believe, I'll figure it out, your brain will find solutions. This is called the self-fulfilling prophecy. Your expectations shape your behavior. Your behavior shapes your results. And your results reinforce your beliefs. It's a cycle. So, if you want to change your life, start here. Change what you expect from yourself. Final thought. Friends, your brain is powerful, but it's also predictable. And once you understand these patterns, you stop being controlled and start taking control. So the next time you delay something, you feel stuck, you doubt yourself, pause and ask, is this really me or just my psychology? Because awareness is the first step to change. If this video made you think differently, then you already know what to do. And remember, the goal is not to control others. The goal is to understand yourself. I'll see you in the next one.